What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mixer, and today we're talking about the AV-8B or Night Attack. Real quick, before we get too far into this video, please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Only about 7% of my current viewers are subscribed, and it helps the channel out quite a bit. So this is the AV-8B. It is an American Rank 7 premium aircraft found at the battle rating of 11.7, sitting at a battle rating of 11.3 in air. It is quite a capable aircraft. You obviously have a crew of 1, which is your pilot. You have a max speed of 705 miles per hour, and you have a decent reward multiplier of 732 for RP and 1070 for your SL. You have a fairly long turn time, but you do have thrust vectoring, so that really isn't necessarily your max performance. In terms of air-to-ground, you are armed with the AGM-65G Maverick, the AGM-65E2, which is a laser-guided version, a handful of different GBUs, as well as JDAMs, a bunch of unguided CAS options, unguided rockets, and GBU 16s. So a very, very CAS-focused aircraft, which will perform very well in the strike aircraft role. In terms of air-to-air weaponry, you are armed with the AIM-9L all-aspect Sidewinder, which does very well for your BR, and you have the addition to add on a 25mm GAU-12U cannon. This cannon has a lot of different clips and performs very, very well. It is a really good gun, and your missiles perform good as well per your BR. The AV-8B sits at 11.3 in Air RB, which is a really good BR placement for having 4 all-aspect AIM-9Ls and the 25mm cannon and a good amount of countermeasures. Now, I find the most success with the Harrier in climbing and diving down on unexpected targets with your AIM-9L. You don't want to get into the furball too often because you have a hard time regaining back your airspeed and energy. If you get in the furball, you are going to have some issues. Honestly, using this aircraft as a boom and zoom does have the best effects with the aircraft. Obviously, you want to try to pick people off in the furball, and using your 9Ls, you do have some good success with this. And don't be afraid to go after the stragglers on the deck. You can use your airspeed to climb back up and get out of it. Honestly, as far as using this thing to grind in Air RB, my suggestion is to just bring the 9Ls, but you can bring Napalm and go after bases. You just will be very slow doing it. You have fast acceleration, but you do not have a fast top speed, and obviously any additional weight is going to end up hindering your aircraft's flight performance. Now, you do not get a radar, but you do get an IR, a camera in the nose, which you can use kind of as a infrared system track. Not that you honestly need it at this BR too much. Your 9Ls obviously do not need a radar to function, and you can use your radar gun sight by activate target point, locking that onto an aircraft, which you can use your nose camera to do. Overall, I would say that this aircraft in air, it is slow. You do bleed away your energy pretty easily, but sitting at 11.3, you can get down tiered pretty often to 10.3. You get the 4 AIM-9Ls, which are very capable air-to-air missiles. You get your 25mm cannon. You get a good amount of countermeasures. There's a lot going for this aircraft that make it very effective in Air RB. And honestly, the cons of the aircraft is the sluggish top speed. You can push Mach 1 in a dive, but you're going to have a hard time doing that in level flight. Pretty much as far as, like I said, its use in Air RB is to climb, pick people off, avoid the dogfights, avoid getting in the furball, use your top speed to force fights that you have the advantage in, that you know you can win. Despite the AV-8B being pretty amazing in air-to-air, it is going to shine even better in the CAS role. Now, a good CAS configuration for this aircraft is going to be 2 AIM-9Ls, 3 AGM-65Gs, and then a rack of 3 GBU-12s, but you can also just end up running 4 Mavericks. That works really well too. Your Mavericks are the G models, so they are pretty much guaranteed kills if they hit, and unless something gets in between your missile and the target, they're going to hit pretty often. Another very, very good thing about the Harrier is your ability to land on helipads, meaning you can land and rearm on the helifield and then get the air spawn, and that is something that you can definitely abuse. Other aircraft don't have that advantage that you do. You also do get the very, very good Lightning II targeting pod, which works very, very well. Honestly, the only thing that this aircraft somewhat slacks in terms of air-to-ground capability is obviously you are subsonic engines, you are not able to climb as well as other aircraft. But your BR placement of 11.7 finds yourself at the same BR as the Clickbait and the RDF LT, so you can build yourself a pretty cool premium lineup. And you do obviously have really good cast ability with the aircraft. You do have the nose targeting pod, but I suggest running your own targeting pod in the bottom. It just is a better targeting pod all around overall, and there's no reason not to bring it. Other than that, you get the good countermeasures. You do have options to run the JDAMs. Personally, I don't see a reason to, but I do want to know what your guys' thoughts are on this aircraft and its cast ability. And do you guys want to run? You think you should run 4 Mavericks or run the 3N3 configuration like I do? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys are not subscribed already, please consider subscribing. It helps me out a lot. Also, please consider joining the Discord that's linked down below in the description. I do love, talking to everyone there, and we do host occasional game nights. So if you want to be a part of the community, you should absolutely join. And I really do think if you guys are considering buying the Harrier, you should pick it up. It's very much worth it. It is a fun aircraft, and it is quite capable in air-to-air and air-to-ground. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the video, what aircraft or tanks you guys want to see in the future, content, and let me know if you guys are excited for the new year. This is set to be the first video of 2025, and well, I enjoyed making it. So do let me know what your guys' thoughts are down below in the comments, and I hope to see you guys in a later video.